Govs Radio.
You're listening to The Wørt on Govs Radio.
Hey, moron, it's pronounced the Wørt.
What the hell is a wort?
It's pronounced the Wørt.
What is it? The wort? Yeah, okay, I'll do that again. This is The Wørt on Govs Radio.
It is the Wørt. Not warts, not forts, not short. The Wørt.
I'm sorry, I just don't know what that means. When do you guys start drinking?
Who says we haven't been drinking?
Where's mine? If I say it correctly this time, can I have a drink?
We'll think about it.
You're listening to The Wørt on Govs Radio.
Oh yeah, we're back. This is The Wørt with Mike and Pete. We're on govsradio.com. Phone numbers again. Boys, girls, everyone listening on the website. Like I said, I took the Instagram feed down. Again, the phone number is 516-465-3990, 516-513-0515. I got to really think about that nowadays. We're going to open up the phone lines, talk to Steve from Barrage, and we're going to follow up with Frank, who's definitely not calling us. Oh, wait. Could this be it? Could this be our moment? The moment we lose the studio. Let's see. This is The Wørt with Mike and Pete. Who am I talking to?
What do you say? It's Mike and Buck.
Oh, thank Christ. I think we're all just for a moment tensioned, thinking that this was this guy, Frank, that we're trying to call out.
My butt was clenched.
Just a small little butthole clinching went on here for just a moment.
Fair amount of pucker.
So, Steve, let me introduce you to my buddy Mike. Mike lives up in Canton, Massachusetts, home of Trillium.
What's up, Steve?
And where are you on the road today? Mike goes, hold on, Mike, don't say anything yet. Mike's on the road for his job a lot, and he visits the brewery closest to wherever he is, and then he tells us about our travels, his travels, not mine. And what do you got to report today? Where you been? What are you doing?
What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy?
I am in Alpharetta, Georgia, which is about 40 minutes outside Atlanta.
So you're in Georgia, Alpharetta?
I got this brewery called, what'd you say?
Alfalfa?
Alpharetta.
Okay, good.
Echoing here.
Yeah, I know. I want to apologize. You're not on speakerphone, right?
Yeah, I am.
Well, get off speakerphone for one. I'm sorry for that. And number two, the echo is something to do with the mixer, and I'm in contact with the board designer. So enough of tech talk with Mike and Pete. I apologize for the echo, but just plow right through it. It's much easier that way.
All right. So
she said.
Really cool brewery, very
we did it. That's what she
rustic,
said. Okay. You missed it.
I guess.
Echo.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
Well, you take the speaker off. What are you doing?
I'm not on speaker.
All right. Go ahead. Go.
Go ahead. What do you?
No. It's your turn. Your turn. We're good listeners. Go.
It was terrible.
So
As a
wait,
okay? Jesus Christ.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, go ahead, buddy.
Gad.
no, you go.
So you're in Alfalfa, Georgia.
Yeah, alfalfa and buckwheat, Georgia.
Yeah. So who'd you visit today?
I visited a brewery called Jekel Brewing.
And are they staying in the same town there at Alfonso?
They're in Alpharetta here.
Okay. And what'd you have?
Pretty cool place.
Yeah.
I had a IPA, a brown ale, and an amber.
Okay.
The pretty funny names actually for a brewery, whatever.
Okay.
Hop Dang Diggity IPA, Cooter Brown, and
Cooter.
and American Amber.
With
That
an apostrophe M?
Correct.
How'd I know that?
American.
Down south, there's going to be a Merca beer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see where that's going. So, Mike, I'm here with Steve from Barrage. Have you been to Barrage since you've been back?
No, I have not.
All right. We're going to take you there. Yeah. Steve's not very happy about that. But you are in Boston. Yeah, Mike grew up in Amityville with me.
Nice.
And he moved out quite some time ago, so he doesn't have much time when he does come back visiting family to hit up what we like to hit up. But we try to go some places.
Well, you're more than welcome to come in, bro.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Mike, when are you due back down here in New York?
Actually, actually come down there in a couple of weeks for work. I got to go teach a class on Stony Brook.
Okay.
So going to think about hanging out at Blue Point on the 4th of April.
While it's still a closet.
Yeah. Before it turns into what amounts to an entire college campus.
Yeah, really.
The Cast Fest, by the way, will be one last time
at the
Small river.
Bash. Yeah.
Nice.
You're going to be participating?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what are you guys making? Oh, I'm excited.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, cut him off. Fuck him.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Got nothing good to say anyway.
No, you're done. You're done with what you're saying now. You're just part of the show.
Yeah, we're going to do a raspberry yada, yada, yada.
Ooh.
And
so real raspberries and Snickers, or is there a special edition Snickers coming
This
out?
sounds like a raspberry
That would be
Milano
awesome,
to me.
Wouldn't it?
Right? And we're going to take Clancy, and that's going to be, I got to think of it. We just had it the other day. It's going to be grapefruit. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be pineapple and vanilla.
Ooh.
Clancy.
So you can use vanilla sticks and just let it sit.
Yeah,
and
we're going to
simmer in there?
put it in the cask and
Okay.
just let it sit
So
for
let me
a
ask
good
you a
month.
question because I've never brewed a cask before. Do you take already brewed beer and put it in and then mix it and let it sit and ferment additionally, or where's the step that it enters the cask as opposed to going into a fermenter for consumption?
Actually, right now we brewed the Clancy Sunday.
Okay.
So we're going to be pulling off some of that wort.
Yes. There it is. There it is. So just so you know, we're constantly trying to get people to say the name of the show as we go along. So now there it is. Got to put it on there.
Gunshots.
I know. Well, we'll come up with a better sound for the can opening
I told
sound
you,
effect.
can opening sound.
I got to have the time to sit here and do this. I apologize.
All right.
So you're pulling it right off of that.
We'll pull it off. We'll add some priming sugar to it.
Okay.
Put it in the cask. So now it's going to naturally carbonate. It's going to ferment whatever yeast is left in there.
Okay.
It's going to ferment out. It's a sealed container now, so it's going to actually carbonate that beer. Mm-hmm. And that yeast that's left in there, that's all the goodness that's in there. It's all the, like the Saison we're drinking right now. You're tasting a lot of the yeast.
Yes.
That's a big profile of it. And that's what we'll do. We'll let it sit for, so many weeks.
And so by doing that, it increases the alcohol content over time, correct?
It won't be that much.
Okay. I thought maybe just letting it sit there for a while and let the yeast kind of do its work.
No, the amount of sugars that we add, if anything, will be a point,
And that's the difference between maybe a priming sugar and then like a major ingredient that would really boost it.
If we've done it, we've put raisins in, and it becomes like a bomb. You're not you go to open it and it's just a volcano.
You're never gonna get a good head on there. No, you're gonna get nothing but head.
Yes,
the way it should be, right, Mikey?
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Dynamite drop.
He's like,
he is the man.
Yes.
So we'll add like a vanilla bean, and we'll add some pineapple puree.
Oh, okay.
To it, and
that has sugar in it too, so that'll help out with the process. Sure.
And then the same thing with the yada. We're actually going to take just raspberries,
just whole raspberries,
and put them in what we call a muslin bag, and drop them in and let them sit for a couple weeks.
Yeah, just so you don't have the pulp come out with it.
And not only that, when you go to pour it, there are screens in
you don't want to clog that.
Itself.
You'll never be able to get it out.
Oh yeah,
it's like putting oyster shells back in there, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Whoops. Mikey, so you guys brewed a homebrew over the weekend. Tell me a little bit about it, because we got one of
Yes, I'm trying to brew.
We got one of the. I wasn't
again.
Finished. Yeah, well, he's got an echo, so that's why he's trying to jump in there. He is probably one of the premier dark beer brewers here on Long Island. So go ahead and tell us what you did.
So we're trying to do a milk chocolate stout, and then I'm going to add some peanut butter powder to the secondary carboy.
Okay.
PB2.
Yep, that's right.
That's right. And have you tasted the initial, batch coming off the heater and kind of taste tested along the way?
No, we just threw it into the fermenter. It smelled delicious.
You didn't taste the hot wort?
I did not taste the hot wort, no.
Yes, there it is. Say that again. What did you say? I'm sorry, we missed it.
I did not taste the hot wort.
Yes. Okay, there we go. There's the drop. We're just looking for drops. Go ahead. And So how long are we sitting on this? What are we doing with it?
I got to rack it to the secondary carboy on Friday.
Okay.
And then it'll sit in there for 2 weeks, and then bottles for 2 weeks, and we'll see what happens.
All right. So do you have any tips or tricks with any of those, the peanut butter powder or anything like that?
Well, that peanut butter powder is awesome.
Yeah.
Many homebrewers, even professional brewers, will use it because no oils.
Right, all right,
I mean,
that's what we talked
it's basically pure peanut flavor.
Okay.
So it works
And
very well.
what is it? Is it like an extract or freeze-dried peanuts in a sense?
What they do is they actually will separate the oils off of from the peanut.
Wow.
You know,
like a pulp down to it almost.
when you take it too, you could actually it's like clay. If you squeeze it hard enough, it'll clump.
Wow.
But a good way to use it also is before you actually add it to all the beer, put a small amount of the wort in with that PB2 and mix it first.
Sorry. Hey, it always comes as a delay because I forget I keep the replay off. And I'm like, I got a beer in my hand. I got to do this. Do that. I got it.
But yeah, and then just use some type of fine screen so you don't get any clumps in it. But yeah, that stuff is, we used it a couple times when we were home brewing, and many friends have used it, and other breweries.
They're using it.
It's like a staple for a lot of breweries if they're doing a peanut butter type of thing.
And Mike, where'd you get the powder from? Did you order online? Where'd you go to?
It's a homebrew store called Target.
They sell peanut butter powder?
They do.
Get the out of here.
Mixing your smoothie.
Oh, that's right. You could do that. I have heard of that. Crap. I didn't make the connection right away. So good for you, buddy. And you said you did a chocolate stout base? Is that what you started with?
Yeah, it's a milk chocolate stout base.
Okay, cool. And where'd you get those ingredients and those supplies? Don't tell me Target.
No.
I
The
got the
Homebrew
yeast from
Emporium
Target.
in Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Which place? I'm sorry, I missed it.
It's called the Homebrew Emporium.
Oh. So
actually, I used a wort chiller for the first time.
Okay.
Oh, it's great.
It's like a brand
I
new
was
beer.
trying to,
What type of chiller?
like the ice bath in the sink, or like if we brewed in the winter, we'd try to cool it down in the snowbank.
Yeah.
Wort chiller is much easier way to do it.
Absolutely. Buying actually something that works. I saw you guys have it in the pot there. It was nice.
I used to use my ex-wife's heart to chill it.
just run it right through.
Just run the hose right through it.
Right through it. Cold as ice, brother.
Get that down to a smooth 34.
Woo!
That's how you lager it. Let's drop that.
That's how you lager. You lager through your ex-wife's frozen heart.
That's it.
It's a special way to do it, but it does well.
So, Mike.
Speaking of lagers, I heard you talking about Jack's Abbey.
Oh man, great place. Have you been?
Oh, that place is awesome. The food is dynamite. I mean, the beer is obviously great, but it's like a beer hall feel. The food is awesome. We got great pizzas.
Yeah.
Oh, that place is awesome. And across the street is their Springdale beer project, they call it.
Oh.
So anything that's not a lager gets brewed across the street.
Did not know.
And that's like
awesome.
all their sours and IPAs and stuff like that.
Wow.
And what's it called? Springdale?
Springdale Beer Project.
But it's still owned by them.
Correct.
Wow.
Awesome.
So they just changed the name so they weren't associated with anything
But they're
non-lager.
they're not brewing it. They just kind of own it.
Oh,
All right. Well, I see.
okay.
That makes sense.
I mean, there might be consultants or something like that, but they're keeping their hands
Like
in the
an
lagering.
incubator.
But as part of the business, the IPAs are obviously important to have as part of your portfolio. So they open up a place across the street.
Nice. And now, how's the town up there? Where is it located? Small place, big place?
It's in Framingham, Massachusetts.
Oh, Framingham.
So it's like right off the Mass Pike.
Who lived in Framingham that we know, Mike?
15 miles west of Boston, maybe less.
Mike, who do we know that lived in Framingham? Who grew up there? None of the boys? No Tom?
Nope.
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
He's a window thrower. All right. Thanks, Mike.
And that's it.
Well,
So, Steve, tell us about what we're drinking.
So, so Mike, listen, buddy. No, seriously, I really do appreciate you calling. Thanks for the update.
pleasure.
In Alfonso, Georgia, wherever you were.
Alfonso.
And what was the name of the
Keep
brewery
it
again?
real in Alfonso Ribeiro.
There you go. What was the name of the brewery again? One more time.
Jekel Brewing,
Jekel Brewing. Okay, cool.
Alpharetta, Georgia.
I'll throw it up on the Instagram and tag it and have people check it out. Mike recommends them. Did a flight?
I did.
Nice. And what really stood out? What was the one that kind of jumped out at you?
I love the Cuda Brown.
Of course, the
Of
name.
course.
You love the Cuda Brown. Who doesn't love the Cuda? Barracuda.
All right, buddy.
All right, I'm out.
Appreciate it, buddy. I'll
Thanks
talk
for
to you.
calling in.
Later, guys.
Holla.
Later.
Dang.
All right, well, Mike's always a good couple-minute call for him, and he definitely travels way too much and has probably way too many experiences that we're all jealous of. That's what we were talking about before we started the show. Pete's in his basement. I'm stuck with 17-year-olds, and this guy's traveling the world trying new
No shit,
breweries
right?
on his off time. It must be nice.
Mike.
Yeah. So we just cracked open at the break, by the way, a brand new brew. Why don't you tell us about it, Steve?
This is part of our series of saisons that we do. And we kind of try to do a little something different each time with our saisons. So this one is called One More Tease, and it's a grapefruit and cranberry saison. The idea came about, I used to be a bartender, and that was my drink throughout the night. I would drink Absolute Ruby Red and cranberry, and I would wake up in the morning, I'd be fine to go, or at 2 in the afternoon or whatever it was. And it just kind of clicked one day. I said, you know what? We were going to do a passion fruit mango saison.
Okay.
And passion fruit mango at this time of the year is extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Especially puree.
You have to import it from like Hawaii or Mexico or somewhere,
yeah.
and forget it. You'll be paying out the ass.
It's
And
horrendous.
now with Trump there, forget it.
Yeah,
You'll be paying a lot more with Trumpy.
Tariffs.
Wait, let me ask you a question since we're on that. How do you feel about the aluminum tariffs that are going to be put in place? And is it truly going to affect
Yes.
Is it
you
really?
guys?
Yes.
Because I heard it was on specific types of metals,
And
one of them was aluminum, but I didn't know if it was the canning.
sheet. It's a sheet aluminum, which
Okay.
is the thing that cans are made from.
Jesus.
Now,
Whether
are you
it
getting
whether
a
it
lot
be
of-
crowlers, whether it be 16-ounce cans, 12-ounce cans, whatever. So the big guys, you know what? When you're ordering a million cans, it's
Yeah,
not
a penny or two are gonna
It's
go
not
up
going to
and then-
bother you. But when you're only doing maybe a pallet, 2,400 cans, something like that, it's gonna affect the small guy.
Now with part of the tax reform that they passed late in the year there was a carve out for craft brewers for the price per barrel of excise tax was cut in half basically.
Yeah,
Does it wash out? Do you still get the benefit from that after this or?
We haven't seen the benefit yet.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Is
not.
it still trickling down, or is it?
Well, it's this year. So last year, what we
tax
paid
rate,
for,
Well, this quarter, really, because you're going to be doing it quarterly.
right? So now we'll start seeing it,
Right.
which will definitely help. What's very interesting, and I don't get into politics. I try not to.
No, we don't either, but
That and religion, but
for the best, you don't
I'm a
avoid
political nerd.
tens
but
of
I'm gonna
hundreds of
avoid talking
arguments.
about it.
so far right now, everything that Governor Cuomo has passed to help, whether it be and it's I'm just going to say it's the alcohol industry, whether it be wine, spirits,
Sure.
Ciders, beers, has helped everyone in New York State immensely.
Yeah.
Farmers too.
Oh, without
Growing
a
all the
doubt.
hops and
Because
apples
they're getting a tax break, and then, if you have a farm brewery or farm distillery, you have to use a certain percentage of that grain
from New York.
from New York.
Right.
Hops also, and what they're trying to do is grow that industry. They're trying to grow that malt industry,
Right.
the hop industry.
That's come from upstate,
New
right?
York used to be the nation's.
It's actually
biggest hop
it's on the
producer.
island too.
Okay.
Jamesport Brewing Company, they're farmers.
Yeah.
And they have a brewery now, and they're going to try to grow everything that
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to. That's their plan is to everything they brew it, they want to grow.
Wow.
And
right.
It's going to be
Right
tough
here
in
on
the
the
off
island.
season.
Jamesport.
It's got to
Right
be
here on the
tough in the
island.
off
That's crazy.
season, which means they're going to have to
oh yeah, you got to
Stockpile.
and freeze and
Allagash and Omegang had done that too. Allagash had 16 counties, which is everything, all the ingredients from Maine. I forget what the Only Gang one is.
I don't remember. It wasn't Three Philosophers.
No,
It
no,
was
no,
not
it's,
their Wit. It's not their Nirvana.
No.
There's one of them out there. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And
it's a common one. It's not one that's
But it's only available in New York.
right.
oh yeah, that's
They only sell it to New York.
Coop or something. Or
it's going to kill me. 'Cause
Yeah, I'm
I've
gonna
had
look
it. But it's and what they're trying to do is help the New York.
Right.
It's only going to get better.
Yeah.
These farmers are trying hard. There's some good product coming out. We actually brewed a beer called You So Hazy, a New England style IPA, and we used New York and actually Long Island hops from hop.
Where do you get hops on Long Island?
Actually, there's quite a few places on the island.
They grow them at a farm on Long Island.
Yep. There's quite a few. One of the first ones was Conzella Farms. John Conzella was, here's the crazy part. Before Prohibition, New York State was the #1 producer of hops in the United States.
Jesus
I did
Christ.
know that. Yeah.
#1.
Can you imagine
Number
nothing
one.
but
And now
all those
nothing.
cornfields were just hop fields?
Yeah.
Well, upstate
They had
mostly,
to.
I think, right?
It was Hudson Valley,
Yeah.
basically. And they're still finding wild hops that just have been growing in old abandoned, areas. They don't know what type they are.
That's
They were.
Brew with it.
Yeah.
But,
See what happens.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, so John started it.
And you gotta market it. You gotta brand it ancient hops or like historical
Yeah.
hops
There
or
you
something
go.
like that.
Some type of
Pre-prohibition.
trademark
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, and then obviously split out and make sure you get offshoots from it and future generations
Rhizomes,
of it.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that's what it was. I couldn't think of. I'm not a genealogist either. Nor do I know how to spell genealogist. But that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I've noticed going out east, Sound Ave,
Yep.
bunch of farms have been
Yep.
springing up. It looks like they're hippie getaway vacation spots because they had their big poster like painted with a sunshine and in finger paints. But you could see that all the shoots are coming up right there, and
It's you know what? The island is it's always breezy. Out east it's always breezy. There's never a day where it's stagnant or anything like that. So it does help the farmers a little bit. Our climate can be moist out that way, which is very good for hops. And like I was saying earlier, we had used hops recently in a beer from 27 hops in Cinema Riches, and Ryan grew these hops. He grew Tahoma hop, and he grew another one that he did in collaboration with Cornell University.
oh,
And it's called Alpha Aroma, and we used it one time, and I was just at awe of what this hop did. That we brewed the beer and we sold out of it like right away. And
well, what did it do? What was the
it
what happened to it?
Another big thing is he pelletizes hops, which is tremendous for brewers. Whole hops can be a problem. They take a lot of your product from you. They become sponges. So he pelletizes them, which is awesome. And so we used them, and the aroma on these things, first of all, were fantastic. So we said, all right, we're going to use this in this beer. And it gave a cross of like a cross between mango, I want to say papaya almost. But it was just so crazy, the flavoring in it. And he only had so much of it. We just actually bought a whole bunch more from
Nice.
him
Yeah.
because we're
You wanna
like,
get
whatever
to
you
work
have.
with it, yeah.
But this is early on. Usually it takes 3 years for a crop to really come to its full potential. And this was, I want to say, either year 1 or year 2. And it's already a fantastic hop.
Wow.
So
It's only going to get better with time and age.
and
if you get
and-
on it early enough, they're going to.
And the
continue
thing
working
is,
with it.
he's doing something a little different than the other guys are doing, and it's just going to help everybody else that's out that way too, because these guys are going to wind up doing things also, and again, New York was the #1 hop producer. It could come back. It could definitely do it. There's a bunch of more malt houses in New York State, so. little by little, it's getting. I mean, right now we just broke. What was it? A month ago, we broke over 200 breweries in New York State.
Wow. Yeah. It's tremendous how much they've come across. And upstate's like every major little hub in the Catskills or in the Adirondacks or wherever, Hudson Valley.
Yep.
They just got so much popularity in the last few years. It's unbelievable. People are traveling. Like, so we went to Roscoe for one of my buddies' bachelor parties.
You went to Roscoe
Hell
Beer Company.
yeah, we went to Roscoe Brewing Company.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Good stuff.
It was really great. Trout Town. You kidding me?
I have
Trout Town, USA.
I have buddies that go up there, go hunting, and they will bring beer down to me. Our growlers sit up on there, like they have this mantle with all different growlers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They bring our growlers up
And
to them, and then they take growlers from them to bring to us. I'm like, that's. Here's the crazy part of craft beer. Whether you're in the state or not, people that are in the industry are always cool to each other.
Yeah. And that's why I was going with Frank, because that's not the right way to approach your business model. But sorry, Frank is not going to call in because he's a freaking, you know what.
Everybody's really cool with each other. I've gone, took a day trip with the wife upstate. Said, let's go visit a couple breweries. We don't really do that a lot anymore. And so we went up to Keegan Ales.
Nice. Yeah, Keegan's great.
Yeah, Tommy Keegan. And Tommy was like, hey, good to see you, blah, blah, blah. Where you heading next? And of course, while we're there, he's not charging us a dime, which drives me crazy. So then the bartender that's there is getting the money we would have paid. He's like, where you going? We're going to Defiant. He goes, you're really going to Defiant? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, you want to be a mule?
You want to just filter in with all the other pack rats.
So he gave me 2 cases of beer to bring to the owner of Defiant, Neil.
Okay.
Because they do this
right
back and forth. So I show up, and I get greeted at the door. Holy shit, I sit down, and if you've never been to Defiant, they have some of the best barbecue going.
No, I haven't been to that.
They have a pit in the back.
Really?
They're right off the.
Cool.
There is actually an Amtrak station in the parking lot. They're right off the Pearl River. Holy shit.
Is it on the same line as Hudson?
Yes.
So I've been to the small, not the Hudson we know as the big,
right.
Not Hudson Valley, but Hudson, the small little one in a shack. So that was the first stop on the way up there. Great guys, small little place, good beer. And then we stopped at Roscoe when we got up there. And same concept, like you get off the Amtrak, it's literally, like you see it from the door.
Sure.
So you can actually go on brew tours off an Amtrak.
Off Amtrak.
It's unbelievable. They're setting up right by train stations like here.
That's cool.
It's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
What a great idea. You can walk to and do a beer trail right through the Amtrak upstate.
It's
Amtrak
a great idea.
It is.
Great
it's
idea.
It's the way you get more people. Absolutely.
And again, so I bring these beers, and they don't want to charge me anything. I'm like,
you showed up with 2 cases. Who's going to charge you for a beer?
So I'm like, well, it wasn't my beer, but this was the thing. The owner's like, look, all I expect is when I come to visit you, you do the same.
Right.
And I'm like, of course I would.
Right.
And
it's that kind of community.
And they have this cool thing. They have a brick wall, and they have like brewers sign it. So we signed it.
That's cool.
And then they lacquer over it, so it's there forever. And I have people that will be like, "How was that Defiant? I saw your name on the wall. Holy!" And I said, "Did you see that I drew a little butthole and
a little balloon?"
I'm an asshole. I'm a little asshole. Say
the
beep. Starfish. Yes, I drew a Patrick.
Hi. Oh, that's great. So I guess overall, what we wanted to bring you in for is to get the story, which we got for the it's going to be a total thing here now. To get the story, to get the beer,
hell yeah,
and basically get it out to our listeners. So, is there anything else out there that we should know about the brewery that we missed in our questioning line?
Well, first of all, our
for that,
our tasting room is open Thursday, Friday from 4 to 8. Saturday 1 to 8, and then Sunday 1 to 6.
I have a question about that. No, I'm sorry, I'm constantly throwing in, but things that people say, I got to ask. Why is it, in general, breweries shut down earlier? Is there a law, or is it just something you guys want to just have your night to
You know what?
yourselves. And
There are some breweries that will stay open late.
yeah, I mean, there are some, but I didn't know if Nassau County, Suffolk County,
No,
or
it's-
just town-by-town ordinances. Or
It's actually a couple of things.
Okay.
Because
I know other people ask that too, and they go, "Why they shut down at 6 o'clock in the afternoon?" Like, I don't know. Maybe they want to go home.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time at the brewery.
Right.
Not that we hate it,
Right.
but we spend a lot
But
of
you're
time
there early. You're starting
early
your-
in the morning
Yeah.
till late at night. And also, for us, we don't want to compete with the places we sell our
The
beer to.
bars, yeah.
That's a
that
good
makes
point.
sense.
I get
Yes,
that.
yes, we do want to make money. Don't
Right.
get me wrong. And we make more money when people come to our tasting room.
Sure.
But, all around us, we have bars and restaurants that we sell our beer to. And, certain times of the day, later in the night, that's their time.
Right. I got it.
You
That's
know,
good.
if
That's a good
you want to
answer,
come,
yeah.
you want to come to a brewery, you got, for us on a Saturday, it's 1 to 8. And you come do flights. You could go to another brewery, in Farmingdale now,
Lithology.
we have Lithology. We have the Black Forest. And now, we have, it's called Small Craft Brewing, actually, in Amityville. That's going to be opening.
That's right.
So, you got, now we're starting to get it something on 110. Where you could just drive right down 110 Broadway and you can hit 4 breweries. So,
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
but that's kind of our idea. Lithology is a little different. They're a storefront.
yes.
yes.
So and that's
they're
and,
open
they
late,
they
too.
and they took it for that reason.
yeah.
For foot traffic, we don't have foot traffic.
So on
Yeah.
If
Friday
you are,
and Saturdays,
if there's foot traffic by us,
That's a problem.
you're a prostitute. You're selling crack,
Or
or
you're
you really need White Castle.
I'm
yeah.
familiar with that
Either-
part of town.
Either
and
that you
yeah,
just dropped
that's-
off a U-Haul and are going to get White
Yes,
Castle,
Right.
and you
yes.
just stumbled in the wrong lot.
Yes.
Drop your kids off at the fun zone and
Oh.
way
Oh,
over.
It's not Fun Zone anymore. It's
is it now?
Play and Pay, or
God.
it's terrible. Don't even go there.
No.
I went there. It wasn't.
But-
it wasn't as bad as I thought it would
But you
be.
see what's in there now too.
Not a Nathan's anymore.
No, there is.
Is it?
Along with Shire's or Shehan's Halal.
Halal. Yeah, you can get your falafel
Yes.
and your pita and anything
But-
and hummus.
I mean, there's that, but then like the real guys open down the street, the halal guys.
Oh yeah, next to Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and-
I saw
and
that.
Let me
Have
tell
you,
you,
have you been in there? It's good.
it's
Yeah?
good shit, man.
All right, I gotta try
It's
that.
good shit.
I gotta try that. I'd like
I'm
a
a mild
good.
Chipotle addict, so I've been noticing.
Yeah, me too. I
Oh.
kind of every. Yeah,
a couple times a week.
it's a problem. It's a
problem.
It's a problem.
It's a big problem. big problem.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up. Do we have any more beer to drink?
Yeah, well,
let's do another beer.
there is.
Oh, so then we're not gonna wrap it
No,
up. I ain't
fuck
got
it.
nowhere to go. All right, so I'm gonna finish up my saison. And what was the name of the saison?
Well,
Well, now I feel bad. I even said we're gonna wrap it up, so I don't want to wrap it up.
One more tease, which
All right.
was
one
very
more
good.
tease.
So we'll go to a break. I got another thing of break here, and we'll go to a break. We'll open up a new beer, and then we'll come back, and then we'll wrap it up. This is the Wørt with Mike and Pete.
Word.
Wørt. We are on govsradio.com. Again, the phone number here, 516-465-3990. We're going to go probably another few minutes. Give us a call, 516-513-0515. We'll be back with all of your phone calls and everything that is beer in just a moment.
This is Ghost Radio, and you're getting drunk with Mike and Pete on the Wørt.